Can I talk to you about two leads that I had last Friday and Saturday? I had two phone calls that I
Yeah.
made.
Hmm.
Um, One phone call was a guy named David. His business makes about 300,000. I know you said start at the 500, but that's what
Well,
came to me
yeah.
from one of the emails that I've sent out. And he was telling me that he has three locations and he's looking for a bookkeeper. And him and his wife are partners. And I heard what you just said last night about partners and you don't like working with them. So I was like,
It's
okay.
okay.
But I did the pricing calculator while we were on the phone. He did not invite me into the QuickBooks, but I did just go like basically down the pricing calculator and he gave me some stuff and I gave him an estimate and it was like $2,400 a month. And he
Hmm.
said he was looking to hire in August. So I texted him. The follow-up call text was like the next day and I was like, thanks. It was a pleasure talking to you. Here's my LinkedIn and my calendar to book another call. And then I have him on my a reminder on my calendar to call him on Friday
Okay.
again, just to check in.
He was looking for someone in the office. Or what did you say about the office?
No, he wants a remote keeper.
Okay. So so you gave him 2,400 per month.
Hmm.
That's per month, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. So he's doing 300K, but he has three locations. So is each location doing 100,000 essentially?
Yeah, but like all his numbers didn't sound right. Like he said he had 9 accounts, right? Business,
Yeah.
checking, and credit card accounts. And I was like, well, how many transactions do around about what do you think you have? First he said 100. I said 9 accounts and 100 transactions. That
Uh,
doesn't even sound right. Like,
uh,
no. So then I think he told me it was like 300, something like that. And I was like, okay, that makes sense.
yeah.
And
So
then he has a,
he's probably talking about each location
hmm
does 100, right? That would make more sense.
yeah.
Right? Because then 24, he's probably making about a million then. Three,
Yeah, he
what's
didn't
that?
flex at the price. When I told him the price, he was like, so that's about 30,000 a year, blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay. He was like, make sure you stay in contact with me. He said, look, I'm looking to hire in August. He's like, is there anything you think I should ask you? And I was like, do you think we would be a good fit together? And he was like, yeah, you made me laugh on this call, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So just add it on your thing. See if you can maybe send him like the proposal template. Or not the proposal
Yeah.
template, but if you have an engagement letter, just send an engagement letter.
Uh-huh.
Is there any cleanup needed or no?
I don't know. I haven't been in his books.
Oh, well, I mean, you can kind of tell based on like how long has it been since the last bookkeeper was in there.
I don't, I did not ask him that.
That's okay. Yes, I mean, so you could just, treat the past as a past, make a journal entry, and just start fresh, but start from where it is, right? So that's one thing to
Yeah.
do.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but I mean, yeah, that'd be cool if it's 2,400 client from an email you sent out.
Yeah.
Um, Looks like these emails are really working for you.
Yeah, listen, when I get home from work in the morning, I'm sending out my emails. That's like the first thing
Uh,
I do. And then I get on LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, and I start my connections and then messaging. And I've been doing that. And I did get the person that I talked to on Friday and Saturday. So this is what happened. This guy does like the door security,
mhm.
locks, like he does the actual door, like I don't know, makes the
Mhm.
door, then he makes the locks, like the electronic, how you have to scan in to get into some
Yeah.
places. Yeah, he does that. So he says he makes about $1 million a year. And he said um he needed a bookkeeper. He said he needed auditing. He wanted an accountant or a CPA. He said he needs a CPA. And I was like, why do you think you need a CPA? And he was like, because that's what they told him I don't know if he's trying to buy a house or something. It's something that he needs 3 years worth of
You're probably
transactions and
trying to get a loan.
uh-huh. So do you think, but I told him, I was like, well, CPAs hire us to do the job that you're looking for. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause he needs a cleanup project, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So
he needs a cleanup project, he needs some financial statements.
mm-hmm. And I told him I
So
can give him all that. He has accounts receivable, accounts payable. He says he does like 100 invoices a month on
Hmm.
average. And then his bill pay. And then he did like he wouldn't let me in his QuickBooks. He's Asian, so he was hard to understand. So I had to take it real slow. We were on the phone for about an hour Friday. And then I did the pricing calculator and his cleanup for just the 7 months. The just 7 months was going to be 45.50, right? I quoted him a price of 820, and because he wanted to take off the accounts receivable and accounts payable, he was like, I can do that myself. And I was like, okay, well, it's going to be 820. He said, that's a lot. And I'm like, I was like, well, do you have a bookkeeping budget, a budget, you know? And he was like, I was thinking around 500. And I'm like, no.
Uh, it depends. I mean, so how many hours were you anticipating it was going to take? So you're anticipating to take 8.2 hours per month?
Yeah, maybe if that.
Yeah. So what I would probably do, 8 times 85. I mean, what did he say to the cleanup price of four? You said 4,500?
Yeah, so I had went down to 650 since he took the accounts receivable and accounts payable off. So it went down to 650.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that was 650 sound more reasonable.
Okay, so 650 sounds more reasonable. So would you do it at 650? Would be the next question to ask.
Yeah, without the accounts receivable and accounts
No,
payable,
no, no.
yeah.
So I would ask him. So he said that
Oh,
sounds reasonable. I guess when you say reasonable, I mean, does that mean that you'd want to do it?
yeah, because I've actually okay, so I talked to him Saturday too.
Uh,
Okay. Um, he called me Saturday and we talked again and he was agreeable about the 650. And then Monday he texted me and he's like, I want to do a Zoom call. So, and
okay.
this is why no, when is our call? Our call is on Tuesday. He texted
Yeah.
me Tuesday and he said, I want to do a Zoom call that morning. He lives in Texas, so he's an hour off um
Mhm.
of my schedule. And then I sent him the calendar link and everything. He set it for 9 a.m. Got on
Mhm.
Zoom. He didn't show up. Called
Okay.
him 15 minutes later. His phone is disconnected. And
Okay.
then so I emailed him. I'm like, I'm on Zoom. I'm gonna wait on Zoom until 10:05. Silence.
Okay.
So then I called him back this morning. The phone is working, but he didn't answer. So I texted him and I also emailed him and was like, I called you yesterday. Phone was disconnected. Are you still interested in bookkeeping? Still haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I wouldn't even ask the question. You're still interested. Hey, when do you want to reschedule?
When do you want to reschedule? Okay.
Yeah, just don't treat it as a finite, right? So that the
Right.
finite's a yes or no, right?
Right.
Like your job is to get them on the phone or get them back. So yeah, so okay, that's all good. So that's why it's like as soon as they agree to some sort of price, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sending them the proposal, either engagement letter or whatever.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
need that signed as fast as possible.
And that doesn't seem like you're kind of bullying them into it. It's fine.
He agreed to it, right?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
He told you told me you said 650 sounds good. Okay,
Yeah.
so are you, and did you notice how I asked? So are you saying that like if we did 650, like you'd want to do it? Like
Mm,
that's exactly what to ask that question, right? It's like a question,
yeah.
it's a soft statement, right? Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And then okay, cool. So I mean, if you want afterwards, what I can do is send you, a proposal,
Yeah.
and then you can take care of it, and we can get started.
Well, that's what I had set up for him yesterday. I had the proposal all pulled up and everything. When we got on Zoom, I was going to go over it and everything.
Oh no 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 no. So with an email lead, you want to close them on a short as few calls as possible.
Okay.
So once he's already agreed to 600, 680 or whatever, you can just send him a proposal online. So let me see. Let me see if I can get a good one. So the one in the training portal, that is more of like a presentation, right? So it's like if
Yeah.
you know the person's gonna show up, you take them through the presentation. But
Hmm.
once but the whole purpose of the presentation is to get someone to basically be like, okay, cool. I like this, I want this, let's get started. So let me see. If do I have Word, I don't have Word on this computer. Um Let me see. There was collision. Jackson. No, like that. That's why. Like as soon as that person said yes,
Mhm.
I'm trying to like get them to like move as fast as possible.
Okay. Even if I haven't been in the QuickBooks, that's the thing. Like, once you get in QuickBooks, everything is like different than what they're telling you.
Okay, make sure your proposal is based off the things they told you.
Okay.
If it's not, then we have to renegotiate the contract.
Right. Okay.
And then and then you also make sure you record your calls, right?
And I was gonna do that. Yes.
But the reason why you record your calls, so if you have to go take them to court, hey, this is what this person told me. This is what our contract says. So they're acting in bad faith.
Mm,
And if you don't have that, then it's like it's kind of he said, she said.
right.
Let me see. And trying to find a very specific contract. It's not this body works company. Mm,
I mean, I have a bookkeeping contract. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, if you have that, I would send that to him immediately.
Okay.
So with the email, right? So an email is a slightly different process. You're catching someone that's in an email. I would almost think of the email similar like a thumbtack lead,
Mm-hmm.
right? Where it's like they've already expressed they have a need, but it's like the interest can be kind of waning, or it can be yeah, it's kind of like dissipating every moment that we don't close them. So it's like you get on the phone, they express they have an interest, you kind of talk about how you're going to help them out. You guys then negotiate about the pricing. You tell them based on the calculator or whatever. If they don't like the price, you try and see like what price are they kind of more thinking, like how you did. I would say, well, if you feel like it's super low, like why don't we do hourly? I anticipate it's going to take this many hours,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
right? So then they can kind of understand that. And it's like then when you tell them the hourly, you just say like $85 an hour, right? And since $85 an hour, you probably want to add just 2 hours on top of whatever you think it's going to take. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
back up to that $100 kind of mark.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that kind of make sense or no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, because so for example, like if you know your pricing calculator is based on $100 an hour and it's giving you 820, okay, well I think it's I charge about $85 per hour. I'm assuming it's gonna take about 10 hours and like maybe like 10 hours ish, do it. So I'm still getting at that 820.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I mean, and that's just based on my calculation. I mean, if you feel it's going to take a little bit less, then why don't we just go hourly, and then as we kind of go through it, then we can kind of like, kind of see exactly what it's going to take.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And that way, it's like it might be less, right? So if it takes me less, I'm not going to charge you more.
Right.
Which, like me and you internally know we're going to charge them what exactly we said it's going to be, for them.
Heck is that.
Because they don't know how many hours it takes. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they think it takes this, but they've never done it correctly. So it's
Right.
like it's kind of like they think it's going to take you 2 hours. It's not going to take you 2 hours. And you can even screen share and like record your screen while you're doing the work to let them know like
Hmm.
this today to more than an hour.
Right.
I think for the whole month it's going to take me 2 hours. Like one day took me this many hours just to do this much work.
Okay. I don't have a problem with
Um,
that.
yeah, so that's good. Um, yeah, and just keep like literally just keep calling the person 1 week. Call from a different number too if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like that. I don't care. Well, no, some people don't like the idea of that.
But why?
Like,
Because is it deceptive or what?
well, no, the clients never care, but it's always people you tell that you do that. They're like, well, what does
Uh,
you do that? It's not this. Like, well, the clients don't care.
yeah.
This is my office phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
I have two phones. I'm sorry. I need to get a hold of you. What does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, we are not in the business of we are not in the business of being super nice. We are in the business of getting a deal closed,
Right.
right? I mean, because like I'm not trying to be friends. I'm not trying to be friends with someone who hasn't paid me money.
That
You
part.
know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like you might as well try and like do as much you can to close the deal, regardless how they feel, and then like, once they have made the deal, then you can like be friends and stuff with them.
Right. Okay.
So when you asked the question earlier, is that gonna like push you? It's like, what does it matter? They haven't paid me. They have like their emotions mean nothing to me because they haven't paid me money yet.
I can't
Like,
talk to you.
what is
I
like,
can't.
because here's the thing, like you'll have people mad at you in a consultation call and they'll still buy from you.
Right.
Like you can get into an argument with someone, they'll still buy with you.
Happened. It happened during tax season a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like so I like until their emotions they're displaying are not really real until they've paid money and now they're in. Because I mean think about it, they can match and they're just gonna disappear. You're never gonna talk to them again.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. In reality, it doesn't matter. I mean, because think about it too. You're how many? I don't know how many emails you've sent out so far. Are you keeping track of how many emails you sent out?
Yeah. So I'm done. This is how I was doing it. I started with my state first
Mm-hmm.
in your list. I finished with Virginia. I've done Florida, and I'm trying to stay on this side so as much as possible.
Okay.
And I am doing North Carolina right now.
Okay. What
So, I mean,
niche?
there's just the CPA leads.
Oh, wait, but I'm confused. I thought you said the other one was doing a million a year in business or three. That was a CPA.
I don't know what he is. I went to his website that he gave me, and nothing came up. It said he was called Your Name or something .com.
Oh, so is that for
Don't.
the Asian guy or for the first guy
That's the
for the
first
24
guy.
for the 2400?
Yeah.
You got him off the CPA list?
Yeah. I don't know where, like, he said I got an
Okay.
email from you. So I don't know, like, I mean, like I sent out emails earlier on my,
Yeah.
through my client portal, but I don't think he's on my client portal list.
Okay. What about the second person? He's also an accounting field person?
No, he came from LinkedIn. He was, his website is doorsempire.com, and it
Yeah.
says that he's in Indonesia, but his number's in Texas. So
Oh, when you're making the search, did you have geography turned on?
no, it's on his website. It says based in Indonesia.
Okay. But when you did your initial search, did you have geography turned on?
I don't know. So like
I
I
would turn
think
on
I'm doing
geography. Yeah, so when you get back, like maybe you can like take a screenshot of the search you have and then send it to me. Like with like have
okay.
like the filter panel out so I can see which filters you
Is
turned
this
on.
on Sales Navigator?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I
yeah.
wanted to ask you that during this call. Like, am I doing that right? Because
Do you get a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
people like that or not really?
No, he's the first one.
Oh, I mean, it's probably because he probably put on his LinkedIn something about like Texas. So on his website it's Indonesia and then Texas. He probably put Texas as his location. So who knows? I don't necessarily. I think it might be like sometimes like the filters get messed up if they trick the system slightly, you know. So not a big
Okay.
deal. But
Yikes.
yeah, okay, that's good then. Yeah, so I would definitely keep attacking that guy. He might be in a different time zone if he's in Indonesia.
Yeah. Why gotta be doing me like this? Okay,
Yeah.
let's go
And then,
back.
and then going back to what we were talking about for the partnership, I don't like closing partnerships because sometimes like you'll be talking on the partnership to the non-decision maker.
Right,
So like yesterday in the call we were talking about, she was talking to the business owner's wife. So the
right,
lawyer and the wife. The wife is not in the business. She has no say in the business. And she's the one that's spearheading this thing. Oh, I like this. I like this. Okay, well,
right.
she's one not cutting the check. It's two not even in the business, so she knows what's kind
Mm-hmm.
of going on. So it's like this. You're
Mm-hmm.
not even talking to the real business owner. That's why I don't like
Right.
partnership, right?
Okay.
Sometimes it's like the person who has the biggest mouth is not the person that actually has the dollars
Okay.
or has the power to initiate that. But for you, yours was a partnership, but you were talking to someone that could pull the trigger. It's a little different.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And it's like it depends. Like that's my closing style is not good for partners, right? Some people you're more predisposed to close more partnership deals.
Mm,
So everyone has a set of objections that they're good at handling, or a set of objections that don't really happen. So like for me, the objections I face usually are monetary objections, like the person either can't afford it or
mm-hmm,
like the person can't afford it is one. I have some objections that I get a list that people say is like timing for me. That's another
mm-hmm,
one. Um, I get spouse, but I don't get spouse like they're saying they won't do it. It's more like spouse is like a sign of respect kind of thing, slash like a fear objection.
mm-hmm.
But
Like
that's
when they
all
say, "Oh, I need to talk to my husband or wife or whatever."
yeah, yeah, but there's different reasons why you need to talk to your spouse or your husband, right? That's generally a smoke screen. So, like, are you going to talk to her about, like, can you afford it? Are you going to talk about, like, is it worth it? Are you going to talk to her about, like, should you do it? Are you more talking to her just to get their approval so that when it happens, you can say it wasn't just my idea, it was both of our ideas?
Right. Okay.
Like, what's kind of the thought process behind it? So, the underlying one I get whenever someone says, like, they take a speak to their spouse is generally they want to just have time to think about it.
Mm, okay.
Like, think about the smoke screen, but it can think about it's a weird one, right? Because nowadays, like I'm really good at closing think about it, but I don't close think about it very directly. I close it with like information. So I'll give people information packets about everything, so you can go and like read it, and I schedule a follow-up call,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah, but it sounds like for you, you're not really getting think about it. You're getting price objection, which is normal, but you're not getting money logistical objections. You're getting value objections,
Mm-hmm. Now,
meaning
what do
like
you
the
mean by
guy.
that?
You guys making $1 million a year. He can't afford $800 a month.
That's what I said.
So that shows that he's valuing your service at $500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So he has the cash flow to do it. It's just the value.
But it sounds like whatever you said, if let's say it's a house, a loan for a house or whatever, and he has to put down a large down payment or whatever, it sounds like he was saying like, right, he was like, I can't do that right now. Like that's what he was saying.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll do an introductory rate for 3 months at this price. And then after 3 months, we'll go back up to regular price. Would you want to do that
Okay.
or no? See now, see now we're negotiating, right?
Right. Okay.
Um, Yeah, does that kind of make sense? So, okay,
Yeah.
well, that's a money logistic. That's not a value thing then. The way that it was expressed to me was a value objection, but if they can't actually afford it, okay, well then you can work with them. You see how there's a slight difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a slight difference. If the person says they can't afford it, I'm using my alternative payment processor, right? So I'm doing the one that has like that will store a card on file. I'm not doing QuickBooks.
Mm-hmm.
You know why, right?
Yeah, because we talked about that, and then I heard you also talk about it last night.
Yeah, what's the reason?
You, you said QuickBooks doesn't store the card, or you said the recurring payments you wanted to do Stripe, and then you said for QuickBooks you can't you can dispute or something like that, or
Oh, no, so see, slightly different reason. So if
okay,
someone can't afford it, I'm not gonna wait till I'm not trying to wait on them. I'm trying to be able to pull.
or just pull it out. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if I can get them to make the first payment or even a portion of the first payment, when the money's come, I have control to pull. I can pull it for the rest of their life until they, change their card or cancel their card.
Yeah.
Right? Wait, why yikes? But
I
think
don't know,
about it.
like
They have a
won't
signed
they?
contract, right? So it's like,
Right.
okay, you didn't pay me this thing. So when are you gonna have the money? I'm gonna have the money in a week. Okay, and I'll pull. Okay, I don't have the money then. When are you gonna have the money? 2 weeks. Okay, I pull in 2 weeks. When are you gonna have the money? 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's how do you hold someone to the agreement they already have, but you're keeping it inside of your control rather than like having to like wait in someone else's control, right? Because you don't
Right.
want like you don't want to have to send someone to collections because like in collections it's kind of stupid. Then you like lose a percentage of the profits anyway. And then it's just yeah. So it's like if you're your own collections agency technically in the beginning.
Right.
So yeah,
Well, I can actually do that through my client portal. We can store cards in there. So,
exactly. So use your client portal.
okay.
Yeah, so no, so that's a little different than the reason why we're doing on the call yesterday. But I'm just saying, like, for if someone explicitly says they don't have money, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, I'm not gonna wait 30 days from now to see if you have money.
Right.
What money do you have now? Pay me either as a payment or deposit.
What is wrong with you?
Wait, when the card declines, we pause for 30 days, and then when you have money, go. What
Oh my goodness.
are you running a charity? Are you running like a charity or
No,
something?
no, no. I also
I
have
mean,
another question about the
yeah,
pricing calculator. The hub doc thing that's on there. You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
That's like the
Um,
client portal.
right. So should I charge for them to be in my client portal?
You can, yeah.
Like the $20 that's already on there? Like, can I like,
Yeah, yeah. I would just turn it on and it's like just whatever the price is for your client portal, I would charge each client that. So let's say your client portal is like, how much is your client portal per month? Like $50 a
I don't
client or
know, I
something?
paid for it for the year. It was like 790.
790. So that's what, $7, $80 a month?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just charging like $50 a month for per client,
50. Okay.
right? So you're gonna make a profit off that.
Hopefully, I need my money back.
No, I mean, you will if you just get what is that? If you get clients paying that, then it's $500 a month, right?
Yeah.
6,000 a year, so you almost made a 10x on that client portal.
Yikes. Okay. Stop making me feel like I'm being evil right now.
I mean, no, but that's literally that's why they do the wholesale billing, right? For all
Yeah.
this stuff. It's called being an affiliate marketer. So I don't have any affiliate marketing going on in my program, right? Because like you usually for like most things, like most services, let's say that you're going to I'm gonna like host your QuickBooks for you. I'm gonna upsell you on that QuickBooks pricing. So QuickBooks is giving me a discount. I'm gonna charge you in a lot of cases like full price or whatever, or I'm gonna have a slight markup so I can make it's like more passive income,
You're right.
right?
Okay.
That's why like a lot of like you might see like free like you ever see an ad for like they're like I'm gonna build your free e-commerce store.
Mm-hmm.
You know why how they're making the money on that, right?
From the website that they're building them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shopify pays them like I think like 40 to 80% whatever they collect from the person every single month. So if they build 100,000 stores, what's that? It's how much you pay for Shopify? I believe Shopify used to be like $29 a month times 12, 348 times point 0.8. Okay, so they're getting paid 278 per person. If they get 1,000 people, that's $278,000 right there for like doing nothing. They're just gonna hit copy paste on the same template.
Yeah.
So that's
True.
basically like, hey guys, I'm gonna like do your accounting for free if you go through QuickBooks through me. And QuickBooks costs, $50 a month or whatever. So you're
Yeah.
making $29 a month times 10. It's not a lot at small scale, of course, but all that kind of adds up over time.
Yeah. Of course. Every
Yeah.
little
Does that
bit
answer your
helps.
question
Yeah.
about the pricing calculator? Yeah. That's the main thing. Cool. Any other questions that you had before this call started?
Yeah. So the on the call, yes, last night that you sent me, the
Yeah.
Zoom call, yeah, you talked about email forwarding of the bank statements. How do you do that?
Yeah. So let's say it's someone in Gmail. Let's see if I can get a good Gmail. Let's go to my regular Gmail. So Create filter messages like these. Boom, boom. You can have the subject line, so usually be like from PNC or whatever, or
Mhm.
whoever their bank is. Or you can have
Mhm.
the subject like bank statement, your monthly statement or whatever.
Mhm.
Search, it's not exactly what I wanted to hit create a filter.
Mhm.
Can forward it to, boom. Or if you don't have it, you have to add forwarding address. It takes you to another screen, and you basically can go create that. Let's go back. Yeah, and that'll literally be it. Yeah,
Oh,
create this. I say
I
create
never
create
knew.
a filter. Yeah, and then the same thing for Outlook, depending on what email address you have. But yeah,
Okay. Thank you. I never knew you could do that because you have problems with people sending in their statements and stuff. So like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Thank you.
super. Yeah, so very quick, and then it's like you never have to worry about that again, and they don't have to worry about it again because like remember, it's like how can we like, save time for these people? So easy. Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. Yes, that's a big thing. Does that kind of help you out as far as like thinking about how to close this deal a little bit faster from like email?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when in doubt, when in doubt, if you can't see the work, I would go hourly for the first like month or two.
Yeah. Okay.
Because if you think about it, if you just go hourly, you can really turn an hourly quote into a flat rate. Just
Yeah.
assume it's
You're
gonna take
right.
the same amount of time every single month.
For
So
the
the first
first,
month, yeah,
how
the
many
first
months?
month is gonna take you sorry, I would try and do it for the shortest period of time possible.
Okay.
So like the first month if you can, the first 3 months doesn't matter. But an hourly price is really a flat rate.
Right. But it sounds better to them.
Um, yeah, I mean, because think about it, unless their work is like tremendously like fluctuating, they're paying the same amount pretty much every single month,
Right.
right? Plus, I mean, what some industry people like what they'll do is they'll put like a pad as well. So like we had a student, he was doing like he had a client that's paying like 15 grand a month. So he was doing a little bit of like HR as well as accounting with them and some CFO. But like
Mm-hmm.
if 1 month his bookkeeping is a little bit low, he just like 1.5x it to what it usually should be.
Hmm. Okay. I never thought about this way.
Yeah, so I was like, I don't want to charge hourly because like then my income's variable. It's like, well, what you could do is you could just tell them, hey, I'm only gonna work this many hours per month maximum or this many hours per month minimum, and they'll agree to it, and then that's your baseline monthly.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Cool. Um, yeah, especially on like these thumbtack sites. I don't mind doing hourly because I'm trying to close the deal fast in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
cases. The one challenge is that like if you can go flat rate, you definitely want to because a lot of the smaller business owners are looking for a flat rate just so they can like really know what their budget is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one kind of thing. But like certain people, hourly is not bad because then they'll be like, well, how many hours do you think it's going to take? And then you're like, well, I think it's going to take this much. Can you do that? And they're like, yeah. Or they'll say, well, that's a little bit more than budget. Can we like get it done in this amount of time? Well, we might have to move it on to the next month, right? So
Mm-hmm.
because we only have so many hours, and it's going to take this many hours. But if you're comfortable, with that, we can do that.
Well, this is the thing about Thumbtack. So they're asking for a price. Like, so when you look at the lead, they're asking for like a price. And
All right, let's look at it.
okay, you want me to share my screen?
Yeah. Let me give me one second to give it the access to try it. Yeah, they're asking for a price. I would just say $85 per hour and then get on the phone with the person.
Okay.
Because $85 per hour can mean a lot of different things. If they think it's going to take them 1 hour a month, versus they think it's going to take them 10 hours a month, you know?
Right. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh, you are. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No.
Mhm.
All right. So, I think this is it.
Yeah, I can see your screen. Okay, so let's see. Recommendations, basic ad reviews from past. Do you have any review from past customers?
I put one on there like you told me to.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if you have one, I would probably ideally do like 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't get 3 to 5, what you can do is like do you know you can do like some services too?
What do you mean?
So like maybe someone just pays or maybe someone like pays you like $1 and then you can give like a review for them. So for
Uh,
example for your husband's well not for your husband for you and your husband's real estate, okay? You
mm-hmm.
can do a little bit of accounting for him, get paid $1 and then go and put
Mm-hmm.
that on the thing as using his voice.
Okay.
Okay, so
Got it.
let's see. Contact, qualifying, widower with dependent. Okay. Sure. It's just a little bit different. Let me see if I can control your screen. Here's a rental property. I mean, this could actually be good. You only pay if the customer responds. Oh, you only pay if the customer responds. What? Yeah, on some of the platforms, like they make you pay up front.
Yeah.
Qualifying widower with a dependent child. The rental property zip code is this. Need help setting up a home nanny taxable employee for 2023. Professional. I will travel the pros. Can be done over the phone or internet. Not available. Job expires 7:25, 8:10 p.m. I mean, it depends. This might be like 250.
Right. Oh,
So I
my
mean, it's not
minimum is 350, so it's not.
okay. So if it's a tax one, you already know what your fixed price is.
Yeah.
Four contact by four. That's interesting. So 6 pros responded, four contacted him. We scroll down a little bit on this page. I don't know how to make it scroll.
I have
My
to
scroll,
page down.
yeah, my scroll isn't working on your thing. Why is it so few leads? Oh, there's opportunities.
Oh.
You're caught up with new jobs, explore. What did you put as like the service you offer?
I tried to put accounting, and the only thing that came up was tax preparation, tax planning, and something else to do with taxes. I tried to put in bookkeeping, nothing with bookkeeping came up.
Oh, you have to keep scrolling down. I don't. That's a weird. The reason why I was confused is like this is a weird spot to put this.
Yeah.
A very weird spot. I don't even see bookkeeping.
It's not in there. I'm telling you.
So like, does that mean that it was not an option when you were selecting, or there's no one within 100 miles that has that needs bookkeeping?
There's nothing that on this drop down when you do the services
Oh,
part.
well, that's because they're counting accounting as bookkeeping. Like, see those
Right.
QuickBooks? I mean, it's not bad. Because on some of these job kind of board platforms, they'll put accounting, but they really mean bookkeeping, or they'll put bookkeeping really mean accounting, which is
Right.
different. Okay, this one looks good. Any individual taxes done, fresh job, my address, phone number not available.
But
Okay, send it to
she
your
won't, did you see that
Oh,
she won't do it remotely?
yeah. So you just needs more info.
And what about the C corporation thing? Because I know I do partnerships and S corporations. How much
Okay.
different is the C corporation?
A little different. So I mean, probably what you do is you could maybe, if you can't do it, I probably wouldn't do it only because like you're gonna lose a lot of your margin on it, at least for this
Yeah.
job. So at least in the beginning, I probably only go after stuff that you know like you could do yourself. Because we're trying to build up a couple of new jobs. What is this? What is this? You're trying to kind of build a bankroll worth of how did you share your screen? Did you just share this like one window or did you share like the whole screen?
I don't know what I did, Bryce. Don't be asking me stuff I don't know nothing about.
Because I don't want to
You
open
can't
up like
scroll.
well, I want to open up a bunch of new tabs, right? So I can have like each one be like a new tab or whatever. So within one click,
Oh,
that's
well,
stupid. No, it's stupid because it's like, is this only giving like most relevant? Okay, so look at this. When you switch from when you went to most relevant, what? Now
hmm
it's giving you a lot more. But like sometimes when you put most relevant, it's only doing like two or three different ones. When you
right.
do most recent, your list expands.
Most recent. Okay.
Two dash pen. Okay, so this one says best chance. Not self-employed. Okay, I'm trying to open up a new tab so I can like have like 10 of them. I can look at married, filing jointly. This can be done on the internet or phone. Okay, so cool. Boom. So this one, yeah, easy. And then just say whatever your thing is.
Okay.
So it doesn't give you the person's phone number?
Nope.
Huh. I mean, it's not bad. Okay, so what I'd probably do is have remember how we had those things where it's like, hey, are you still looking for some help with this?
hmm
Would you like to book a call? But here's the thing. If you're only getting paid every time they respond, you could probably just put in like whatever price you would charge for taxes
hmm
and then just put a link to your booking link.
Okay.
How much you
Like
could pay to respond? Honestly,
I
basically. So this
oh.
opportunity price is $37. Okay, I mean it's not
Mm.
terrible. It's free to quote. Work hard, be fair. So small jobs cost less than big jobs. That's still a lot of money for that. Well, technically, if you charge 350 for this, that's 37.08.
hmm
It's still about a 10x return on ad spend. That's not terrible. Okay, so let's scroll down to the next guy.
Why does he have
Is
two?
what?
Why does he have two posts? That's the same guy for 3 times. Is that
I don't know. Well, maybe for Garland, Texas, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
mm. Okay.
But yeah, that's why you gotta go on like, and this is the thing too. Like, you want to open them in new tabs too. You don't just want to like, so you can kind of go back and forth and look at them, you know?
Yeah.
Because this guy's $27. Come on, scroll down. I don't understand why is this not scrolling. Okay. Yeah, I mean, all these sites, you're gonna get a lot more like, um, you're gonna get a lot of taxes, right? I mean, just, 90, 20, or 80, 20 year old. Margaret B, Sandy A. Okay. Four pros responded hours ago. So if you notice, XYZ number responded, but only a few contacted.
So
So a
what's the
lot,
difference?
what that means is like probably five people filled favor a price quote or whatever. Only two people, um, she responded to people. Oh, okay. Boom. Attack. You can attack that if you want. So, oh yeah, that's what I was asking. So 350 including both federal and state, or is that just for federal?
That's just for federal.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
just
cool,
$50 for state.
cool, cool. So that's $100, yeah. I mean, so how I would do it is I would probably, and if you run this down, so I would get a list of like 20 and then choose like the one you think is like gonna be the most likely to respond.
Just one?
Well, not one, but like I'd probably like rank them. Like
Okay.
rank the ones that are like best.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
And then you just go about contacting them. So let me see. I want to see one thing. She had one view so far. It's not bad. $0 / unlimited budget direct leads. Edit. Sorry, we hit tax services. We didn't hit payroll services. Crazy. You're doing personal financial planning? Okay, they're
I'm
coming up
not,
in.
but that was all in accounting.
Okay, I see. You're doing what about business tax prep? You can if you want for business tax prep. It just depends. I like personal tax prep a little more because it's like it's just very quick to do, and plus you already
Yeah.
know it's gonna be like $400 a pop. I mean, it just depends on kind of like what are you doing it for? Like I only use tax prep to liquidate my ad costs for bookkeeping services, so I'm a little bit
Right.
different, right? So I'm bookkeeping first, I'm tax second. Whoa, whoa, go back. Let's leave that blank because it said we'll auto pay. I don't want to auto pay for that. Interesting. Okay, so it's 130 times four. That's what four, about 520. Oops. What's that? 130 times 4. So 520. That's not bad. It depends though, because like you also need to do when you're doing your lists. Like I would like
Hmm.
like the top 20, go
Hmm.
random, like, in terms of like which one you think is like most likely to go with you or not. Then also write down next to each one of them, like how much they cost, right? And like when I first got started with the job sites, I would just do like, oh, this one looks nice, this one looks nice. But like if I can go back in time, I'd be way more systematic about it. I would say, okay,
Yeah.
so I'm planning on spending $400. Out of my $400, it's going to be this person, this person, this person, this person, this person.
Hmm.
And then you just buy, you can buy one at a time, but you know approximately how much you're going to spend before you spend it. And you're going to probably approximate like what percentage of people you speak to in order to go get that. Because let's say that if you're charging $400 for your tax prep, that means you can, and let's say if each lead on average is going to cost you about $40, you can do 10 leads without getting a single sale. And like you would have just, you know, or sorry, you can get 9 leads in a row, and if the 10th one buys from you, then you've broken even.
Right.
Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Have you been thinking about that? Cool.
Say that. Say that again.
The math or the question?
The very last thing you said, I didn't hear.
Yeah, I was saying, does that math make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the main thing. Because the money on these platforms is not necessarily made just in your consultation call. The money is really made in picking the right leads to go after.
Right.
Like that woman when she said she has like, 2021, they're garnishing wages, like that's a lot of effort put into that response. That person's probably much more likely to go than someone where it's like looking, researching.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this is not very you might want to look also, do you want to go with people who are most recent or people who are like, close to expiry?
Probably close to expiring.
It depends. So there's not necessarily right or wrong. It might be a little
Hmm.
bit depending on you. So like I used to do I was using a different site and like they would have I would try and be the first one to respond, which that works for some of them, it doesn't work for all of them.
Right.
Right? Some people like they want to get like 2 or 3 quotes before they move forward. So you can kind of do that. And then even just taking a step back, I don't mind doing first one to respond if I have another person that's gonna play cleanup for me.
Mm.
For me and my business partner Sharon, I'll do like the initial call and like see what percentage will close. And then if the person doesn't answer or whatever, then she'll go through and call them. And then she'll close another like 50% of the leads that she does a call on. So like 50% of the sales will come from me, 50% of the sales will come from her. So it
Mm.
doesn't hurt me to be the first one to respond because we're automatically getting a second or third person who's giving a quote.
Right. Mm.
So you're gonna have to kind of experiment with that as well.
Bryce, you're giving me a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit of experimenting, but at least like the first, depending on how many videos you make, it's not really gonna be coming out of your pocket.
Right.
Just throw it into the ether. Throw it smartly into the ether. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll get on this probably later on this evening. I actually do this while I'm at work.
yeah. Build your list of 20. We can
Yeah.
maybe talk about it tomorrow night's call.
Oh, I can't come on the Thursday night. Somebody at work when you have that
Mm.
call.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So what we can do is you can probably film. Do you have time to film a video today?
Like to do one?
Yeah.
Bryce.
How long does it take to film a video?
I don't know, but I work at night, right? I have not been asleep yet.
What? I don't know.
Okay, Bryce, I work at night. I have to be there by 7 and I get off at 5:30 a.m. So I'm like I'm I'm struggling right now as it
I
is.
know. I just asked the question. I wasn't judging you for your answer. I'm just asking. I'm more saying, time-wise, how long does it take for you to make a video? So, I mean, here's how you make a simple video. So, okay. So let's stop viewers. This is Zoom upgraded. It's very different. Okay. So let's say I'm gonna go and make a new video. How am I doing a video? I'm going to do, okay. So I'm gonna pick a video topic. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go, should you, well, misconceptions, point one, two, three. Um, you don't need to stop. Marketing is different. Think uh, really what is, uh, let's see, point three, pricing. Okay. This is all the preparation you need for a video.
Speak for yourself, Bryce. You are have been doing this. I'm taking a picture of this. So
Yeah. But if you think about it, right, the video is not about being perfect. The video is about like you have a thought, you don't really need to know how to like have a business. Or sorry, you don't really know how to sell. So a lot of people kind of think that like being a salesperson is just like you're being pushy, right? And so it's
hmm
not necessarily that. So it's like you don't think of it like you're filming a video. Think of it like you're talking to a person. So the camera's a person, right? And you're just teaching the camera what you like you're teaching your daughter essentially what you know,
hmm
right? So for example, what does salesman to you?
teach people they te tell people what they want, right? I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean when you say telling people what you want, I guess like how do you start your consultation calls?
Tell me what you do for your business.
Okay. And like is that asking a question or like what would you consider what you just did? What is that?
I'm trying to find out what their business is so I can offer what I give. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
And
makes sense?
yeah, and I guess why is that important to do?
Because we need to figure out, well, we need to get in their mind space of what they want so we can know what to offer them.
Okay. And then I mean, is that kind of what you thought sales when you first got started?
No,
What'd you think sales was?
I thought it was exactly what you said here, a person being pushy and aggressive.
Okay. I mean, but you see there, that's already like four sentences for your video. That's probably about 3 minutes worth of content right there for point number one. Then point number two, you'll do the same thing. And point number three. And
hmm
then about 3 minutes of your video will be like, who are you? What's the name of your business? Book a call, Bryce. End of the call, same thing.
What
Yeah,
is the
so you,
video? Is this what you want the video to be about?
it can't, yeah, actually, now that we have
No.
practice, if you want, I mean, you could go and basically redo this thing.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm no salesperson or marketing person just yet.
Well, that's the thing. I don't need, so there are a couple different identities. You can either be like the leader, you can be the reporter, you can
hmm
be the adventurer, You can also be the interviewer, right? There's four different like characteristics of an attractive character or like main character, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need you to be the leader where it's like you know everything and you're sitting on this cloud telling them what to do. It could be, hey, this is what I'm learning right now. So this could be like the reporter. I'm reporting live from the scene. I've seen this from like Bryce's stuff, and that's what Bryce kind of teaching us, and XYZ. You can be the adventurer, which is like I'm doing this right now and I'm learning it. I'm climbing the mountain. As I'm climbing the mountain, climb with me. And that's kind of what I'm thinking of. It's like, well, hey, these are some misconceptions I had. I thought you'd be like a
Mm-hmm.
used car salesperson. But now I'm learning, firstly to ask questions, I have to do this. It's just a lot different than I expected. Same thing with marketing.
Yeah.
So you see, it's like you don't have to be perfect. It's more like you have to be like their fun, like friend who's just like there and they're just like learning from and learning with.
Yeah.
They're like building it together.
Okay. And this is the topic that you want me to talk about.
It can be. It doesn't have to be.
Okay, give me some other option.
Yeah, I mean, I just figured that since we already like practiced it out, like that would be it. You could do a video on like why you started your own accounting practice.
Okay.
Um, you can do one on which bookkeeping software is the best when starting your business. Yeah, probably one of those two.
Okay.
Oh,
And then
you could
that
also
one is called marketing. What is that one called that you just did
give
on
me
the
one.
sorry.
Yeah, give me 1 second. So me mechanics. Oh, misconception about starting your own business. And these ones should be not necessarily hard, but it's more of like I would just think of it as like you're just sharing your story.
Yeah.
Like that's all. Like you have to just remember that. It's just like all I'm doing is sharing my beliefs and my story, and like you don't even have to worry about the people watching your videos because it doesn't matter. You already got paid.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it doesn't matter whether 100 people watch it, 5 people watch it. I would just focus on like speaking to one person. Like, almost think
Yeah.
about like you're documenting this for your daughter. So it's like if your daughter wants to go and start her business 10 years from now or wants to pick up where you are, she can go back through your entire video series and like know exactly what you know now.
Right.
Right? So just like how your daughter asks you questions, follow-up questions, or how I asked you those follow-up questions, like that's what I would be doing. Just yeah.
Okay. Do is are you okay with me doing it on Zoom or is there another platform that you want me to record on? Like,
You can do Zoom.
okay. Because I
What
did
kind of
see the
what kind of webcam do you have?
I'm supposed to know that. Oh, come on, man. I'm like,
Well, is it separate from your computer or is it on your computer?
no, it's on the computer.
Okay, so let me do this. Amazon.
Well, my husband is a photographer. He probably has one, to be honest with you.
Okay,
I'll just
cool.
have to ask him though.
Mexico webcam. If not, get this webcam. It's like $28. So make sure. Can you send me an invoice? If you send me an invoice, go ask your husband if he has a camera you can plug in like for your web. Wow, that's a lot of links for a webcam.
Hmm.
That's this camera. Zoom. Um, use with Zoom. If um add it to your bill. What do you use to bill? Do you use what do you use to bill? You said you have a client portal?
Yeah, I have a client portal. It goes through Square.
It goes to Square. If you can send me like a Square invoice or whatever, that'd be good.
For this camera.
Yeah, because
Are you serious? I can buy my own camera.
yeah, okay,
I
cool.
mean, it's gonna be mine, right? Like, I'm not sending it back to you later.
You could. Do you know how many cameras I have right now? I have
I'm pretty.
I have camera here. I have four tripods. I have second camera. I have two webcams. I have a selfie stick. I have
What the
two
hell?
phones. I'm telling you, like I'm about to be a full-time YouTuber. Like
Wow.
as soon as I crack 200K a year from YouTube, like I am not doing anything else with any other marketing platforms.
Oh my
Like it's
goodness.
crazy.
So when do
Like
you, okay, do you want me to
yeah.
wait to do the video until I get this camera or do you want this
No,
video?
you can do the video as fast as possible.
Okay. I'm not doing it today, Bryce. I am
I
tired.
understand. I understand. I was more trying to see how long does it take for you to like create a video, not necessarily if you could do it
Uh,
today.
oh, that one I did one take because my daughter said don't like dwell
Yeah.
on it. She's like, just send it. Don't keep
Uh,
looking at it and then, whatever. So,
yeah, just exactly like dude, this should be a shorter process possible. Like literally. A video that's 15 minutes long takes me 17 minutes. It's 2 minutes
okay.
for planning, if that.
Right. Okay.
Like you want to
I'll
get on
do my
that,
best.
huh?
I said I'm gonna do my best. I'll try to do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe you could end up being like a YouTuber and like we end up just like I don't know, maybe having some I don't know. We'll have to kind of figure that out. But the big thing is like I want something that can be like consistent and long term because like if
Yeah.
Angelica could have done it longer term,
Mm-hmm.
she made me like 50 grand with like 14 videos. Like only
Yikes.
14 videos. So I'm like, imagine she could do it for a full year. She probably made an extra like 150,000 a year. So I'm
Yeah.
like, so I'm trying to figure out like how can I make it rewarding enough for you so that you would actually want to do this stuff like for real long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I don't know. Like, I know you asked me about going to church or whatever, but before I even signed up to your program, maybe a couple weeks before that, I have felt like I needed to start doing YouTubes or TikToks or something. Like, it was something. So you're pushing me there.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool too because you can actually send your accounting clients to your videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then like it builds a lot of trust too. It's like, oh, she's been building this accounting firm. She has this many clients. Oh, I like this person. So it's like it's really that's why I get a number of tax clients actually. I send them my YouTube channel.
Yeah. So do you want me to post it on my page or do you just want it on your page?
Haven't figured it out yet. Haven't figured it out yet.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to
Uh,
do anything until you told me like what to do or whatever.
yeah.
So
Well, because the problem is if you build your own page from scratch and you only make like 10 videos, it's not gonna get much traction, right?
right.
Versus like you're making videos when I'm making like 3 videos a day and we add up and up and up, right? Then we start really building. So the problem I've had and I have to get going in a couple minutes, but the problem I've had is that, let me see, can I switch? Oh, I have a bunch of them up there. No, I don't. I don't have the right one up here. So this is one of my newest channels. I think it's only been up for like 90 days, but we're trying to push, and this is very misleading because I have like a bunch of shorts videos, like 16,000 views came from shorts. From my
Mm-hmm.
long videos, about 427 views. Like we need to kind of get that up to at least like I really would want to get like 10,000 views a year.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Do you make all your videos into shorts or no?
I the shorts are kind of trash because like the people you get they don't have a long enough attention span,
Right.
right? So to convert someone you need to have like 7 hours of them watching or listening to your stuff.
Mm.
So
Okay.
if a short's like 1 minute long, they have to watch 1,000 shorts in order to like even like be in a position to like be sold something.
Okay.
So that's the big thing there. Um, and like it's just hard hard because like if you don't have a consistent output in the beginning, it's really hard for like it to start taking off the place you need to be. So I'm trying to film at least for myself at least 100 videos, um, just to kind of get that initial momentum off the ground. I think so far I've had I don't know, probably like 30 videos maybe. It's just the stuff I'm making these videos on is not super like I don't know how to describe it. It's not super exciting. So I've only filmed
Yeah.
about 25 videos.
But it's
'Cause,
beginner stuff that people will go to though.
this one's a little different because I was trying to get a second audience. I wasn't trying to
Hmm.
get more of the same people.
Right.
Like I said, I don't want to I don't want to take away from my main channel.
Right.
I don't want to go 100 and then, or 50 and 50. I want to go 100 then 100, you know?
Hmm.
So
You
that's
want to
why
talk
it's like
about like QuickBooks or
I've been
LinkedIn or
thinking about it.
like kind of
Yeah.
like breaking down your program but not giving them too much information. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, kind of. I mean, like, so on this channel, probably what I would do is I would do like bookkeeping stuff, like QuickBooks stuff. I would probably do a podcast. I would have you have your videos to draw traffic in. Um, you can probably even do a bunch of stuff about taxes too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't figured out the angle, but yeah, it's just one of those things. And
It'll
like
turn into something.
yeah, this whole communication like that we're talking about now could be, just a moot point. So I might just end up scrapping the second channel, throwing your stuff inside of the main channel. Go bigger with that. So, you
Hmm.
know, as long the most important thing is having the videos, right? Where we put them is like secondary, but it's like first things first, you should have the stuff, have the content ready, and then go from there.
Yeah. But maybe you can make some of these Zoom calls like a conversation because like you said, a lot of people have questions. They don't know what to ask.
Yeah, we
So,
are.
okay. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like you have so much
that's
content. I know you do.
that's the main reason why me and you were talking these one-on-one calls every week.
Oh my
This
gosh.
is our podcast. This is our new
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah,
I mean, make it simple. You're already doing it. So,
that's exactly why I asked you if you wanted to do it because I was like, you might as well get paid extra for it, you know?
yeah.
So film your videos and we'll have this thing going. I'm thinking these for these coaching call videos, I'm
Mhm.
thinking about doing like a commission or something off them. So like I'm
Mhm.
not thinking directly for these videos since like we're working together like this, but on the videos you
Right.
make that's 50/50. On these videos I'm trying to like incorporate like commission something. Ideally I'd like for you to get up to like at least like I don't know, like anywhere between like 1,000, like 2,000 a month is ideally the payment kind of that I'd want to get you to, right? So it
Yeah.
just makes sense, for you to do it for a long time.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know, we have to kind of just figure out like what does that look like? How long does it take to get to that point?
I
And
gotta beef up my personality a little bit.
no, well, no, I mean, there's a lot of people that have your personality, so you're gonna help build the side of my channel that's more for like women and stuff, right? 'Cause my channel is 80% men right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Where they at? Just
that's what I'm saying. So. Well, if you look at the coaching calls now, like it's like 50% men. It's just the problem is that most time like men don't ask for help,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
they can do it themselves. So if I and I'm bringing you on because you're going to attract women, right?
Mhm.
So it's going to be that side. So that's the other thing I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, if I can get these videos here and I can maybe talk about this and have you kind of film your videos, then I'm going to get a higher percentage of women. So that'll be cool. I might double the
Okay.
channel just by that. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I will talk to you soon, okay?
All right. Thank you so much for taking your time out
Sure.
today. Bryce.
Yeah, I
Appreciate
can
you.
send you a copy of this recording too. So
Yes, please. Thank you.
nice. We'll talk to you. Have a good one.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.